Imagine a simple gel applied directly to the penis that could deliver a strong erection in as fast as 10 minutes, entirely without a prescription. Forget the hassle of pharmacy visits and the long wait for oral ED pills to take effect. Today, we're taking a deep dive into an exciting, brand new FDA-approved topical gel that is already revolutionizing erectile dysfunction treatment. This non-prescription ED solution offers a potentially life-changing alternative for men with ED. However, it's crucial to understand the facts behind the hype. While this fast-acting ED treatment can be a game-changer for many, it is not a cure-all. Before you consider this new erectile dysfunction drug, let's look beyond the marketing. I've sat across from thousands of men in my clinic, men in their 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, who quietly struggle with ED, but don't always feel comfortable talking about it. So, consider this video your private consult from me to you. We're going to talk openly, honestly, and without judgment. Now, let's break this down into 3 essential parts, because before you even think about trying this gel, you need to understand how it works in your body, what the science actually says, the risks, benefits, and practical realities. 1. How the gel works. So, what is this new gel? It's called Eroxon, a topical treatment you apply directly to the glands or head of the penis. Just a pea-sized amount gently rubbed in for about 15 seconds. What happens next is fascinating. First, you'll feel a cooling sensation, then a gradual warmth. That temperature shift isn't just cosmetic. It stimulates the nerves and the glands to release nitric oxide. Now, if that phrase sounds familiar, it should. Nitric oxide is the chemical spark that initiates an erection. It relaxes the smooth muscle inside the penis, allowing blood to rush in and create firmness. Think of it as flipping the body's on switch. Here's the key, though. It won't give you an erection on its own. You still need sexual stimulation. In other words, the gel primes the system, but you and your partner or your own arousal still provide the fuel. Biologically, that's a good thing. It means it's working with your body, not overriding it. 2. What the science says. All right, you're probably wondering, does it actually work? Let's look at the research. In 2023, the European Society for Sexual Medicine presented results from a trial comparing Eroxon with tadalafil, better known as Cialis. Over 100 men with varying degrees of ED participated. Here's what they found. 61% of men using Erection reported a meaningful improvement in erectile function. For tadalafil, the number was 87%. Now that doesn't mean tadalafil won and Axon lost. The point is Eroxon clearly works especially for men with mild to moderate ED. Another fascinating study called FM57 looked at over 1,000 men across 60 clinics. Even accounting for the placebo effect, which can be as high as 40% in ED studies, Eroxon still came out ahead. Here's the headline. About 60% of men achieved an erection within 10 minutes of applying the gel. Compare that to Viagra or Cialis, which typically take 30 to 60 minutes. That speed is a big deal for intimacy. No more waiting, planning, or breaking the mood. And because the gel acts locally, it doesn't flood your bloodstream. You don't get the same systemic side effects. No flushed face, no pounding headaches, no risky interactions with heart medications. 3 risks, benefits, and practical realities. So, what about side effects? In the clinical trials, only 4% of men reported mild issues like a headache or nausea. Compare that with nearly 20% for tadalafil. And importantly, there were no serious side effects reported. Practically speaking, here's what else you should know. Safe with condoms, doesn't break latex, safe during oral sex, won't harm your partner, compatible with nitrate medications like nitroglycerin, which are dangerous with Viagra or Cialis. That last one is a huge game changer. Until now, men on heart medications simply had no safe ED option. But let me be clear, it's not a magic bullet. About 40% of men in the trials didn't respond. If your ED is caused by advanced vascular disease, nerve damage from diabetes, or very low testosterone, this gel may not fix the root problem. And that's why I never want men to think, if the gel doesn't work, I'm broken. It just means we need to dig deeper and address the underlying system. So, should you try it if you're dealing with mild to moderate ED? If you can't take pills due to side effects or medications, or if you just want something faster and less systemic, yes, Heroin is worth considering. But here's my professional advice. Don't stop there. Think of this gel as one tool in your toolbox, not the whole solution. Combine it with a heart-healthy diet that improves blood flow, consistent exercise, especially strength and pelvic floor work, stress management because high cortisol kills testosterone, and regular prostate checkups because your prostate health directly impacts performance. And speaking of the prostate, many men don't realize that as the prostate enlarges with age, it can quietly undermine erections and urinary flow. That's why I often recommend targeted supplements with ingredients like saw palmetto, beta-sitosterol, and pygmium. They don't replace medical care, but they can support long-term prostate health alongside lifestyle changes. Now, I want to pause here because I know some of you might be listening and thinking, Doc, it's too late for me. Maybe you've struggled for years. Maybe you've avoided intimacy out of fear of failure. Let me tell you something I've learned in years of sitting across from men just like you. It's never too late to reclaim your confidence. I've seen men in their 70s, even 80s, rediscover intimacy after years of silence simply because they finally found the right approach. Erections are not just about sex. They're about dignity, about feeling like yourself again, about closeness with your partner and pride in your own body. So whether you try this gel or not, don't give up. You are not broken. You are adaptable. And your body is capable of more than you realize when you give it the right inputs. So here's my challenge to you. Don't just chase quick fixes. Build a foundation. Support your heart, your hormones, your nerves, and yes, your erections. And if something like this gel gives you a boost along the way, great. Use it. But remember, the real victory is knowing you're investing in your health for the long haul. Gentlemen, your best years are not behind you. They can still be ahead, full of comfort, freedom, and confidence. If this video helped you, please give it a like, subscribe for more straight talk men's health advice, and share it with a friend who might need encouragement. And now, I want to hear from you. What do you think? Would you try a topical gel like this, or are you more comfortable with the traditional pills? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'll be reading and responding. Remember, you deserve to feel strong, capable, and confident at every stage of life. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next. Consult your doctor for medical advice. This video is for informational purposes only and not a substitute for professional care.